All right. It's Jared here from Crypto Plan. How's everyone going? Oh yeah, I'm back into the bull mode. I see a sea of red, but I've been looking at the monthly charts, and that's what I got for you. I've got some monthly action, and I just want to draw something to your attention that even though we are nearing the end of the alt season, as in we're probably closer to the end than we were, say, a year ago, obviously, because we're about 6 months out. It's still just beginning. The melt up has not even begun yet. So just be prepared and just stick with me on this video. Like, watch the whole thing. If you're not a watcher of the whole thing, just watch the whole thing, because you might learn something. If you're new to the market, you might learn something, because I'm learning these things, and it is so good to zoom out to the monthly charts, because on a daily chart, there's so much noise. You buy a crypto, you want it to go up. You buy a crypto, you want it to go up. You want it to go up so badly that you're just staring at it. You're staring at it. You buy it, it goes down, and then you freak out. You're like, oh, should I sell? Rah. But the reality is that pullbacks happen, and just be thankful that it's not like gold, which has been pulling back for 9 months and just made a turn. But anyway, stick with me on this one. I've got a couple of charts up there. You can see it. I've got the Ethereum chart. I don't generally touch on Ethereum, but I'm going to use this to draw out my case today. And I've got the Dash chart on the board, and I'm going to touch on a few coins that people have been asking me to update. So I'm going to do Dash, I'm going to do XRP, and I'm going to do Gamecredits, because they've all had previous bull run experience. And I might even kind of quickly look at Peercoin and EOS and ZRX as well, maybe, because they've all had an alt season before. So it's easier to show this on the ones with alt season experience. The ones that haven't seen an alt season, it's a little bit different, because there's not enough data for the monthly chart. But stick with me. But before we do it, the usual deal: like, subscribe, all that stuff. You know the deal. Stick with me. And if you've been sitting on the fence, you know what I'm saying. Just like, get in, subscribe. Just be a part of it. This stuff is real, you know. I'm trying to share and teach. I'm going to spend $2,800 US on a course to work with one of the masters in charting, which is Patrick Karim, and North Star Charts as well. And this is all stuff I've learned from watching him religiously. And you know, you can watch his stuff as well. He's called Bad Charts on YouTube, or he's got his own website. But anyway, I'm going to be investing my hard-earned dollars to help you guys learn this stuff. So pay attention. It's here to be learned. You know, like, zoom out. All the rest is noise, right? Okay, so that's me rant. Ethereum. So back in September 2020, Ethereum made a little pullback after kind of doing a run. So it had its kind of bear market base here from 290, dipped back down to 130, and then kind of pushed its way out above that kind of 290 level. And that was its breakout, right? So August was a breakout month, and then there was that pullback back test month, right? So, and you look down here at the same time where my crosshair is. So that yellow line and that blue line were separated right then, but the yellow line was turning up, right? So that's the most important thing. The yellow line was turning up, the blue line's horizontal. The yellow line is the 1 year moving average. The blue line is the 3 year moving average. Now, they say in charting that good things happen after a 1 year an upturned 1 year moving average crossing, you know, a blue line, which is the 3 year moving average upturning, right? So you can see that, like, the next month and the month after, when that cross happened, what's happened since? Bang, 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 right? So that theory is proven there. So that's where we're at with this particular chart. Ethereum's done its big move. It's an early mover. It's basically a Bitcoin. You know, it's basically done what Bitcoin's done, which has had 6 months of green candles on the monthly, which is great. You know, Bitcoin's probably a little bit more bullish than Ethereum in the last 6 months. But anyway, you know, like, they're both kind of broke out very early. They've both been in a monthly up, you know, a monthly green trend and a massive uptrend since October in 2020, right? But if we go back to the daily, there's lots of red candles there, right? So we're going to stick on the monthly. So we're going to refer back to that, and we're kind of going to see which other charts are looking similar to what Ethereum was looking like back in October. So right now, Dash. So you can see Dash is just about to make that bullish cross, right? So the yellow line's upturn, the blue line is downward. So we're looking for that blue line to curl up and that yellow line to continue up. And once they're both kind of curling together, that's going to be fire time. That's going to be explosion time, right? But the same thing again, you know, like there's a base here, 116. Tried to break out through 116, pullback. And then a big doji candle kind of fighting there. And then in February 21, it broke out. So Dash was in February where Ethereum was in November 2020. So it's 3 months behind, you know, so you're 3 months behind, you know, like Ethereum's all the way out above, you know, it's, what is it, nearly touching 3K, which is like nearly double its all-time high, well, more than double its all-time high. Dash is still 1/3, more than 1/3 of its all-time high. So it's still got 2/3 to go to its all-time high. So you're still so early compared to Ethereum and Bitcoin in something like Dash. Oops. XRP. XRP. This is what we want to do. Same again. You know, just done its golden cross. And look, that blue line's just turning up. And what have we had? A big month. You know, like all that SEC noise that was like, it was an attempted breakout and it was a pullback. Now, I believe that the pullback probably should have only gone to 33 cents. It went lower. So I guess it pulled back further because of the SEC stuff. But there was also the fact that there was the Spark airdrop and people bought in heavily, anticipating to sell as soon as the Spark airdrop happened, right? So it was never going to fly on out of there at that point because it wasn't ready to on the chart. And if you look at, you know, if you look at this on a 2 weekly, I don't have me cloud there. Anyway, there's another chart where I've got the cloud, but I'll touch on that later. The cloud's a whole other thing. So where are we at? Just after the bullish cross, the blue line's turning up. The fire is about to happen on the XRP chart. Zoom out. Like if you look on the daily chart, you're going to see a lot of red in the last 2 months, and you're going to think, oh, it's so choppy, it's so weird. But it's just all noise. It's all noise. Look at that March chart. It's a perfect candle. It started low and it ended up high. So it made movement. Even though within that month it was up and down, at the end of the day, if you bought at the start of March and at the end of March, you made 37%. What other market made 37% in the month? By buying at the start of the month and selling at the end of the month, or, you know, sitting there at the end of the month, right? What about this month? Started low and it's gone really high and pulled back. So it's still 100% higher than it started the month. And it's been at some point probably nearly 200% higher, right? So, you know, put these things into perspective. How early is XRP? How early, you know, in the bull run is it for XRP? So the entire alt market is later in the bull run, but there's certain things that are laggard, and you've got to be aware of that. And that goes to my point in the comments, and I'm probably going to do a little fun video on this, is like, where would I put $50 right now? Or where would I put $100 right now? You know, like Dash and XRP are both places that I would legitimately put $100 right now. If I was given $100 by any random person, I was like, I don't need it. I'm just going to put it on some crypto and see what happens. And, you know, like, for example, I put a little 150 quid on crypto for my Aussie Rules Club over here in Ireland, and that's going to be the fundraising for the year. You know, for example, that these are coins, Dash, XRP, and I'm going to go on to a couple of others where I would put $100 right now, because you can potentially see a 5 to 10x on that. So if it's $100, it could be $500, it could be $1,000 by the end of the bull run. If it's $50, it could be $250 or $500, right? So Dash, XRP, all still fairly undervalued compared to the entire altcoin market, right? Gamecredits. So much, well, there is a lot of Gamecredits bulls in the comments, but there's also a lot of bearishness. It's like, oh, it's going down. I see it going down. It's like, look at this over here. Everything's going down. Everything's going down. Like Gamecredits is going down by 10. ZRX is going down by 8. One's going down by 15. Factum's going down by 11, you know, BNB's going down by 10. You know, on any given day, it's up by 10, it's down by 10, it's up by 10, it's down by 10. It's a choppy market. I've been saying that for weeks. I've been saying that all month, actually. It's a choppy market. I am literally doing no trading right now. I have no need to do trading. I'm literally have made my bets and I'm just willing to sit here and wait and just be excited when my particular bets pop off, because they're all going to eventually pop. It's just which one pops the most, right? You know, like, is XRP going to pop more than Dash? Or, you know, is Peercoin going to surprise us? Is, you know, Gamecredits going to melt our faces? You know, so who knows, right? But let's look at the Gamecredits chart. And what does it look like? So we've got Ethereum over here. What did Ethereum do? It broke out of its range with 2 green candles. And then it back tested whilst these 2 crosshairs were separated, right? What has Gamecredits done? Broken out with 2 large green candles out of its range, and it's back tested. So next month, Gamecredits in May is in the same position that Ethereum was in October. So if you're like, I missed Ethereum, I could have been in Ethereum, I could have had a great run with Ethereum. Now, I'm not saying Gamecredits is anywhere near Ethereum in market cap or volume or, you know, liquidity or whatever. But the reality is that position wise, like stage analysis wise, it's done one leg, you know. So if Ethereum's first leg was this one, and it had a pullback, and then it did kind of a big leg, it's probably 2 legs in there. So Ethereum's done 3 legs, and it might just do a little blow off leg, right? Let's say Gamecredits only does 2 legs, you know, so it does another one up, kind of tests its all-time high, pulls back, and then breaks out, right? So it gets up to $7 or $8, you know, like the percentage gain on that compared to Ethereum will melt your face, right? But once again, we still haven't had the golden cross. We still haven't had that bullish golden cross. So when this yellow line meets the blue line, and then a little bit after when that blue line curls up, you will notice that there will be face melting happening. And all the people that were slightly bearish and going, oh, I saw it going down for a couple of days. And, you know, I mean, like, let's look at this one on the daily for a second. You know, oh, it was 55 cents and it went down to 21 cents. You know, it's like, what does that matter in the scheme of things? If let's say you did buy it at 50 and you saw it go down to 20 and you didn't add anything to it. And that's silly, because if you're bullish on it, add to it at 20. And now your cost basis is 33 or whatever it is, right? So 50, 20, when it's at 10, like that is a big difference percentage-wise, and I'm not going to deny that, but it's still a good gain, you know? If it goes from 50 cents up to $10 or $8 even, you know, it's like a good 16x, right? So that, why, you know, just zoom out. Just zoom out a little bit, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, so like I say, from a stage perspective, you know, the move that Ethereum did, as in breaking out from its base, it did in July and August, right? Gamecredits has just done that in February and March. So it's a laggard, it's an extreme laggard. It's even further behind than XRP and Dash. Peercoin the same. It's probably broken out a bit further, it's been a bit more bullish, but it's very wiki, you know, it's very kind of run up and then pull back, you know. So same deal, golden cross hasn't happened, but March and April. So it broke out in March and April from its range, you know, probably February, March and April, you know, kind of wanted to break out in February, March and April. Anyway, it's out of its range now. This wick here is within the month, but if it was, you know, at the start of another month or in a full month, that would be a little pullback, right? So anyway, it's out there, it wants to be there, it's pulling back, you know. So same deal, golden cross hasn't happened, you're early. You're still early enough if you're getting into something like Peercoin. If you had your $50, $100, and you're on an exchange and you see Peercoin, it could be a opportunity, you know, to still get a 10x or a 20x, you know, you never know. EOS, oh my goodness, like EOS has done really well, you know, hundreds of % in the last 2 months. Like, or over 100% in the last month or so. That golden cross is still so far away. You know, the face melting moment for EOS is ages away. It's miles away. ZRX, I think, has already done its cross, you know. So once again, looking back here, you know, ZRX broke out in August and pulled back, but it pulled back for a long time. So it was early bullish like Ethereum, but it just had a longer pullback for months, you know, a bit more scarier, but it was waiting for that cross, right? It was waiting for that cross to happen. When that cross was about to happen, it was close to happen when both the blue line and the yellow line were upturned. What happened? A big month. Then the next month, super big month. Next month, even bigger month. So it was released once, you know, once these averages turn up. It's surprising, right? Is it a self-fulfilling prophecy because traders see it and everyone jumps into it? I don't know. Who knows, right? Who knows how it actually works? But it's a combination of a lot of people buying and selling, and at certain times there's a ton more buyers and things fly to the moon, right? So OX is already crossed, you know. So for mine, it's at its all-time highs. It's probably one I wouldn't be putting that $100 into, right? Anyway, that's that. I'm going to leave it there. It's kind of a longer video, but I hope that kind of plays, you know, it kind of helps you a little bit. You know, the fact that you can look at something like Gamecredits and go, it's about to go into its most bullish situation where the 1 year average crosses the 3 year moving average. It's done a massive consolidation. So the spring is tightening and then it's just ready to go and fly on out of there. I am just going to, just for anyone that has stuck around, I'm just going to get into my breakout chart. Because if we go on the 2 weekly as well for Gamecredits, I just want to show you something that just backs up something I've been saying for a long time as well. So this is our Ichimoku cloud. So it kind of paints a picture of, like, you know, I guess some future resistance, right? And possibly support. But look where this level is, $1.80. Have I been saying that all along, that all my predictions of the next price move is going to kind of peak out or, you know, hit 180 and pull back? It's, you know, the indicators are telling us as well, this is the next move. You know, we're pulling back and the next move is $1.80. It's as simple as that. And then if it did bust through that cloud, which I don't think it will, it'll probably try and push through it. That's going to cause some resistance. It'll build up a bit more steam again, and then it will push through, right? And then once it's through that, that's when it really can fly, because it's out into price discovery. That's when it can moon, and that's when you're like, whoa. You know what they say? 90% of the price action happens in the last 10% of the move sometimes, in those melt up tops anyway. So watch this space. You know, I'm not saying this particular one's going to melt up, but it's playing out the way it should. Some things are laggard and they're playing out the way they should. So just hold on tight and, you know, just be prepared for some massive, massive moves. And if things are in the red in your portfolio right now and you bought a little bit higher than your particular crypto is right now, in a month, in 2 months, it won't make a difference. It absolutely won't make a difference. And if you've got any cash on the side, just dollar cost average in. It's simple. It's simple. All right. I've been Jared. It's been Crypto Plan, and I hope you're all staying safe, well, and I hope you can all zoom out. I know my eyes have been hurting from staring at charts for too long, so I'm hoping to do this a little bit more. Just look at the monthly chart and go, I don't need to stare at it anymore. Anyway, bye now.